Hey guys, how's it going? This is Kazzerscout here, and some of you may have seen me on GVA before. This is going to be my 5th video for this channel, and this is the first time I'm actually going to deviate away from first-person shooter gameplay. So I usually on my channel post things like Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty 4, Bad Company 2, and Homefront. So this is one of the first times that I've actually reached out to GVA with something entirely different. It's still a video game, obviously, but this time we've got some racing gameplay. Now, I'm not an expert on this, so before you guys hop in the comments, if I say anything stupid, I do apologize about the racing genre. I'm not an expert, so just hear me out. I think I've got some good opinions on this topic that I'm going to address. But first of all, I'm going to talk about the gameplay. So you guys may be wondering what this is if you haven't seen this or played it before. It's the demo for the new Need for Speed game, which is called The Run. And I'm guessing you guys can see that if you're watching this in 720p or full screen or whatever, it looks really good. It looks beautiful, I've got to say. I have not played a serious racing game since Gran Turismo 4 on the PS2. So this is just such a huge step up. It looks really good on this is just Xbox gameplay as well. So if you're looking at 1080p on the PS3 or even the Xbox if you're using a HDMI cable, or especially on the PC, if you're one of those few people who plays racing games on the PC, this is going to look really good. So Need for Speed The Run, the demo is free. You can go and pick it up. There's only about 8 to 10 minutes of gameplay, so if you are planning to play this demo and you don't want to get spoiled, this video does cover almost all of the gameplay in it, so it might not be a good idea to watch it if you're waiting to play this demo. But we're actually going to talk about the racing genre as a whole, so I'm using this demo gameplay as a backdrop to this, and I will talk about Need for Speed The Run's place in my discussion in a moment. So the first thing we're going to address is the racing genre on current-gen consoles. So I have to admit that I was never a big racing fan once we moved on to the Xbox 360 and the PS3. I'd always been a great Need for Speed fan and Gran Turismo fan in the first and second generations of the PlayStation. It was one of the best genres out of all of them on those two consoles. And once we moved to the kind of the HD era, series like Forza, Gran Turismo, things like that really didn't do it for me anymore. It felt like the things that they were putting in their games seemed out of place. They seemed old. They didn't really seem to live up to expectations, really, in the HD era. So the racing genre then has been in a bit of a rut, and it was about time that some of the developers or publishers, like Electronic Arts, who own the rights to Need for Speed, really put in some extra legwork and, you know, just put in some effort to make these games a little bit more acceptable on current-gen consoles. And we've actually seen quite a lot of resurgence in the racing genre recently, with games like Forza 4, which came out really recently, Need for Speed The Run, which is coming out soon, and Gran Turismo 5, which came out quite a while ago now, but is still an amazing game. And it's really interesting to see that these publishers are really pushing the racing genre once again. It seems like they're really suddenly putting in the effort to catch people's attention, and we know that things like first-person shooters like Call of Duty and games like Minecraft are just taking the YouTube scene by storm. The racing genre really doesn't get nearly enough credit on YouTube, I have to admit. And it's a great multiplayer experience on things like Need for Speed and Gran Turismo that I think is largely overlooked by the gaming community, and it'd be great to see a lot more people putting in the effort to do racing game videos. So that would be really interesting to see. Something else that I was thinking about is, are there greater opportunities to make the experience better in racing games? The things that have been whirling around my head have been things like big ideas, like introducing more comprehensive sandbox elements into games like Need for Speed. Not necessarily Forza or Gran Turismo, because those games are track racing games, whereas Need for Speed is an open world experience, or it claims to be an open world experience. And it would be lovely to see elements like that sort of creeping in, where You can explore the map, and there are things to actually find and do if you explore the map, or you find extra missions or things by exploring. As well as that, could we potentially see things such as out-of-car experiences? I mean, I've made up this phrase, it's like an out-of-body experience, but in a racing game, you're not going to expect to see any part of the game outside of a car. It'd be interesting to see maybe some sort of missions or things, incorporated into an overarching storyline in a racing game that involve, experiences that don't involve racing. I know that sounds silly in a racing game, but it'd be interesting to make the game more long-lasting and just make it a more overwhelming experience that you actually want to go back and play in the future. So, so those are the kind of things that I've been thinking about in terms of racing games. I mean, it's not the type of thing that I usually play. I mean, I've already said I play a lot of first-person shooters. But racing games have kind of sparked my imagination, and I do like to think about games as a pastime and something that people invest their time in, rather than just a pick up and go experience that you're going to throw away two days later or whatever, like you do with a lot of games these days. So it'd be really interesting to hear what your guys' thoughts are on the racing genre. It's a topic that I've recently just picked up. And like I said, it's been swirling around my brain, and I've just been thinking about it. And it's something I'd like to hear your thoughts on, because I think it is really overlooked in the gaming community. It would be really interesting to see what you guys think about it. Both whether the games are, worthwhile picking up these days, whether you would consider playing a racing game, and anything that you would like to see improved. Maybe if you don't pick up racing games right now, is there a reason? Is it just because you don't like the genre as a whole, or is it because you'd like to see a more fulfilling experience? So it'd be really interesting to hear these things from you guys. And it's been great making a video for GVA again. It really makes me get a really hopefully thought-provoking topic swirling around the community, and I'd love to see you guys in the comments just answering a couple of those questions that I've asked, because that's what I like to do. When I make a video for GVA, I like to get the community involved in the comments section. So it'd be great for you guys to post down in the comments. I'm pretty much done with the video now. The gameplay's going to be wrapping up kind of soon. So I'm Kazzerscout. If you'd like to go and check out my channel, there should be a link floating around in the description or in an annotation on the screen. So it'd be great if you could go and check out my channel. And thanks to GVA if this does get uploaded. It's always a pleasure to make videos for this channel. And that's pretty much it. So please check out my channel. Thanks GVA, thanks for all you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.